A presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Good morning, sports fans. Good Monday morning. This is Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, coming to you live from the Pizza Studio on the Missouri Sports Network. MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And tomorrow is always a better day. Presented by the Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, the Bank of Billings, Burgess and Associates, Doak Propane, Central Bank, and Liuna Labor's Local 663, Building Missouri, and Building Missouri State. And reminding us, all of us, to drive safely in all work zones. Their folks want to go home to their families as well. And now on this day in history, presented by Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, they care as much about your money as you do. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. May the 15th is the 135th day of the calendar, the 136th day in leap years in the Gregorian calendar. 230 days remain until the end of 2023. On this date in 1536, Anne Boleyn, Queen of England, stands trial in London on charges of treason, adultery, and incest, and she is condemned to death by a specially selected jury. She was Queen of England from 1533 to 1536 as the second wife of King Henry VIII. The circumstances of her marriage and of her execution by beheading for treason and other charges made her a key figure in the political and religious upheaval that marked the start of the English Reformation. On this date in 1905, the city of Las Vegas is founded in Nevada. On this date in 1912, Ty Cobb rushes into the stands after a heckler at New York Highlanders Park, and the game ends up being suspended. In 1918, future Hall of Famer Washington Senator Walter Johnson pitches 18 innings of shutout baseball. 18 innings, and the Senators win 1-0. And on this date, 1938, future Hall of Famer Buck O'Neil makes his debut playing for the Kansas City Monarchs at Ruppert Stadium in Kansas City. In 1940, Richard and Maurice, brothers, they opened the first McDonald's. They were siblings, opened it on 1398 Northeast Street at West 14th Street in San Bernardino, California. The brothers introduced the speedy service system in 1948, putting it into an expanded use, the principles of modern fast food restaurant that the predecessor, White Castle, had put into practice more than 2 decades earlier. In 1941, Joe DiMaggio steps to the plate in the first inning of a game against the Chicago White Sox, hit a run-scoring single off White Sox pitcher Eddie Smith. The Yankees did not score again for the rest of the contest and would lose 13-1. It would be 56 games in a row. Did not come to an end until July 17th at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. Also in 1941, the plans for D-Day are laid out. In 1973, on this date, California Angel Nolan Ryan pitches his first no-hitter against the Kansas City Royals. In 1981, on this date, the Harlem Globetrotters visit Gilligan's Island. And 1 year ago today, Pittsburgh Pirates defeat the Cincinnati Reds 1-0, despite not recording a single hit in the contest. Page 2.
Believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Enjoy a fresh start to your meal at Pizza Ranch, where the salad bar is always included with your buffet. Every day you'll find garden fresh greens, colorful veggies, and sides for every appetite. It's the most refreshing way to balance out a meal while leaving plenty of room for your other buffet favorites. Convenient, fast, and fresh. It's the Pizza Ranch Salad Bar.
Well, it was a good night for a good weekend for the St. Louis Cardinals in Boston. Last night, Nolan Arenado and Andrew Knizner each hit 2-run home runs, and the St. Louis Cardinals defeated Boston 9-1 on Sunday Night Baseball to complete a 3-game sweep. Paul DeJong added a solo shot, and Arenado drove in 4 runs for the Cardinals, who won for the 6th time in 7 games since an 8-game losing streak. The previous 2 wins came on the ninth inning rallies against closer Kenley Jansen at Fenway Park. Lars Nootbaar, he added 3 hits, scored 3 times for St. Louis, and Paul Goldschmidt added 2 hits and an RBI. Miles Michaelis, now 2-1 on the season, pitched 6 innings of 1-run baseball, allowing 4 hits with just 2 walks. The Cardinals are now 16-25 on the season and 7.5 games back of the Brewers. They didn't pick up any ground as the Brewers completed a sweep of the Royals Sunday afternoon, powered by a huge 3rd inning, strong relief appearances from a usual starter, Eric Lauer, at the American Family Field. Salvador Perez homered for the 2nd consecutive day in the 1st inning, giving the Royals a quick 1-0 lead. Christian Yelich hit his 3rd homer in 2 days to lead off the bottom half of the inning, tying the score at 1-1 after 1. The Royals put together some offense in the 2nd as Nick Pratto singled before Mike Massey walked Bobby Witt Jr., drove in both home with a 2-out double to make it 3-1 Kansas City. Kansas City would score again as the 3rd, and Perez singled, MJ Melendez singled, Pratto walked, and Hunter Dozier hit a sac fly to make it 4-1 Royals. But in the bottom half of the inning, Tyrone Taylor, Joey Wiener both walked before Yelich singled. Taylor's home run made it 4-2. Runners on the corners. Yelich stole second during Jesse Winkler's at bat, and 2 errors by the Royals allowed both of them. And Wiener scored, and not the game at 4-4 without having a ball put in play. Winkler walked, Rowdy Tellez singled, Owen Miller doubled home Winkler, and Bryce Terang capped off the big inning with a 3-run homer off reliever Jose Cuas to make it 8-4 Milwaukee. Despite scoring 9 runs, Milwaukee's offense had just 6 hits, 3 walks. Yelich was the only player to have multiple hits with his single and homer, while Brosio, Tellez, Miller, and Terang had 1 hit each. The Brewers returned to action on Monday night in St. Louis against the last-place Cardinals. Freddie Peralta gets the ball for Milwaukee, and Jack Flaherty will get the start for the Cardinals. Missouri State baseball dropped Sunday's series finale against Southern Illinois by a 3-2 final at Itchy Jones Stadium, as both teams managed only 3 hits in the warm and humid conditions. Despite the setback, the Bears, now 31-18, 18-6 in the Missouri Valley Conference, still have Carbondale with their 7th consecutive series victory and at least a 2nd-place finish, and host first-place Indiana State at Hammons Field from Thursday to Saturday with a chance to claim the regular season Missouri Valley Conference Championship with a sweep of the Sycamores. Thursday's first pitch is at 6:30 p.m. In Marion, Illinois, Drury's Cinderella run at the Great Lakes Valley Conference Championship was halted Sunday as 5th-ranked and top-seeded Quincy handed the Panthers a 13-6 loss at Mountain Dew Park in Marion, Illinois. Drury, the 6th seed in the tournament, ends its year 30-24. Quincy will go on to the NCAA Division II tournament with an automatic berth at 44-9. The Hawks started the game with 3 runs in the top half of the first and opened up the lead by posting 6 runs in the second. Drury got on the board with 2 runs in the 5th, scoring Carson Shaver RBI double, then on a sac fly by Tyler Bastunas. Quincy, the top scoring offense in the GLVC that averaged more than 9 runs per game, kept scoring and added 2 more in the 6th, as well as a single run in the 7th and the 8th to go up 13-2. The Panthers put up 4 runs in the 8th, highlighted by Shaver's bases clearing double that drove in 3, but the deficit was just too much for the Panthers as their season comes to an end. BBC, the Patriots get a walk-off RBI in the bottom of the 9th from Cam Grant to drive in Richards and a 4-3 victory over the number 2 seed College of the Ozarks and earn the automatic bid to the NCCAA World Series in Kansas City. College of the Ozarks has an outside opportunity to get an at-large bid as well with 42 wins on the season. So we'll wait and keep you updated as we know more. Page 3.
The qualities in a truck that are most important are reliability, just really great function.
Having a truck is pretty much a necessity to getting to most of these locations. Oftentimes it's narrow, steep, loose, rough, rocky roads.
Having a truck is essential to every part of what we do, from picking up material for the home to delivering the home.
Always carrying something, pulling something.
It's something that we use every single day here.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
Class 1 and 2 state track meet participants for the state of Missouri have been decided. And this weekend, they will decide the champions. While the larger classes had districts over Mother's Day weekend, and next weekend will be the sectionals for those classes. There are 144 high school baseball games scheduled for today, including smaller class district tournaments, of which many are in their semifinal round. Girls district soccer for all classes will begin today across the state. Quarterfinal softball games will be played tomorrow. In the quarterfinals, in softball in Class 1, you'll have Valley Catholic taking on Risco. That game will be at Risco. Miller will host Jasper in Class 1. Also in Class 1, Ellington will host Plato. And Class 1, Sweet Springs will host Concordia. In Class 2, West County travels to Malden. Ava will be at Houston. Mount Vernon will be at Sparta, and Warsaw will be at Fairgrove. All of those games between 4:30 and 5 tomorrow in Class 1 and 2 semifinals. Now on a personal note, first, I sincerely hope all the mothers had wonderful Mother's Day, full of all those things that make you smile. I had the privilege of spending the day with my mother and my sisters, who are also mothers. I hope the mother of my children had a blessed day as well. Also wanted to thank the hundreds of you who reached out and wished me a happy birthday. I am a Mother's Day baby. Born on Mother's Day in 1970. And it truly warms my heart when you guys reach out, whether it be text messages, Twitter. A lot of it comes over Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person, so to speak. But I just wanted to say thank you. It's always a great weekend when my birthday falls on Mother's Day weekend. So to all of those out there, I greatly appreciate you. I hope you have a blessed day. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.